Jonny Best, he's the chair of the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board. Good morning, Jonny.
Good morning, Nigel. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Meeting tomorrow night, and I suppose you'd be quite pleased. I see some of the parking around the council, the chambers, has been reduced in time length.
Yes, so it was 240 minutes or 4 hours around there. So parking on the northern side is going to be down to 2 hours with some 60-minute parking, and then straight outside the library there's going to be parks there which will only be 60 minutes.
Right.
And some 10-minute ones as well.
Yeah, sure. So has that been completely resolved, or does it come back from the council to you to approve it, or what's the story on that?
So we've got a report that we'll be addressing tomorrow, and I'm hoping that it'll be approved by the board.
Okay, good. And I see you still got some more parking problems though. The Kapiti Road, Tongariro Street parking restrictions. What do you want done there?
Yes, so a report's come to the board. There's been a few issues parking outside or cars sort of parking themselves for sale outside the church there.
Oh, yes.
And of course, when there's been funerals and services at the church, it sort of created a few parking issues for people that wanted to attend those services, because the cars parked for sale tend to stay there all day. So there's going to be restrictions there for 4-hour parking,
right,
which will hopefully resolve that issue.
Because at one stage the council were thinking of restricting the number of cars that were going to be parked there, weren't they, for sale at one stage? But has that gone by the board?
There is a bylaw, I understand, where you can't actually park cars for sale on the side of the road, but there's a little bit of trouble trying to enforce that. So this is one way of addressing the issue without sort of stopping people from actually selling their cars for sale.
Yeah, it does cause a little bit of a problem if you're travelling towards the shopping area and people slow down and are sort of looking at the cars sometimes. It does cause a bit of a problem if you're not aware of it.
Yeah, and I think it's also caused a few issues for people sort of trying to get out of Langdale Ave onto Kapiti Road. So the eastern side of Langdale Road, I think there's going to be some broken yellow lines put in there as well, just to improve the vision, so that it makes it a little bit safer for people. Sure.
Now, what about the disabled parking spaces around the community centre? Did they look at that in the swimming pool area?
Yeah, so there is going to be some more disabled parking outside the library and outside the council building, so that should actually resolve some of those issues. And we're also getting another disabled parking in Tongariro Street, so near the shed project, so that should help up there as well. That's as a result of a request from I think the business owner of the shed project.
Sure. And I should imagine your board's pretty pleased that the market down at the beach is possibly going to move into McLean Street if there are no strong objections received.
Yeah, so the board, when we were made aware that the market may have to shift, we actually sort of advocated that they actually stay in the beach area, and it's pleasing to see that that's going to be happening. And it looks like they're actually sort of looking at shifting there sort of in October. So I see they're looking at a traffic management plan for a year from October this year till October next year.
Yes, I think the road's going to be closed from about 5 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, but that's just from CV Road down McLean Street, isn't it?
Yeah, and there'll be detours in place, so it shouldn't really affect people too much. So, and I think it'll be actually good for the businesses in McLean Street as well.
Sure, and saying that, anybody's got objections, they can put those in until, I think, early September, around about 28 days before the actual event.
They've got to be, there is... got to be in by the 6th of September.
6th of September, is it? Yeah, fair enough too.
Yep.
Good. And what else was I going to ask you there today? Well, I've gone out of my head, that's beside the point. But we must get our nominations in by the end of this week for the community board or council, whichever you prefer to go on to, and we hope we get a large number of people wanting to nominate themselves.
Yeah, there's a few there already, and yep. But of course this will be the week where they all sort of start rushing in. But I guess you don't want to leave it too late, because if there's a little bit of a mistake on your nomination form, that could put you out.
It could indeed. All right, Jonny, well, we thank you very much for your chat this morning. We'll have another go next Monday, shall we?
All right, no worries. Thanks, Nigel.
Oh, just should mention your community board meeting. Whereabouts is it tomorrow night, by the way?
So it's at the Kapiti Boating Club, 7pm.
7pm at the Kapiti Boating Club. Thanks very much indeed. There we are, Jonny Best, Chair of the Paraparaumu Raumati Community Board.
Beach FM, locals talking to locals.